Hello, I'm David Sinkus from Rice Toyota in Greensboro, North Carolina. Rice Toyota has been almost 50 years in business. We're the oldest dealerships in the United States. What we have here is the new 2014 Toyota Highlander Limited. It is a V6. I'll show you the engine compartment real quick here. The V6 engine is one of the most famous engines that Toyota's ever made. It's in the Lexus RX 350, it's in the Avalon, the Camry V6, the Sienna, and it's also in the Highlander. And it's been refined for 2014 to get slightly better gas mileage with a new powertrain as far as how they've managed the gas mileage. It's got more aerodynamics, and it now gets 19 city and 25 highway. This V6 engine is a 3.5 liter, 270 horsepower. If you'll notice here, this is the technology around the anti-lock brake system. The engine here, and you notice up here, it has a sound dampener as well as a fire extinguisher in the event of an engine fire. The engine, as I mentioned, is legendary in that it's been out for many, many years. It's very efficient, very, very reliable. Toyota is known, of course, for reliability, which means your dollar goes further, lasts longer with fewer repairs. Notice the new lines on the 2014 Highlander. They're sculpted, designed for both looks, sportiness. Back up a little bit and let me show you kind of the bigger picture here. Notice the new grille, the trapezoidal grille, the sweep around headlights, and the aerodynamics, including, if you'll notice here, this has aerodynamic fins which are designed to cut the air around the vehicle, and this is found in Formula One. Vortex generators found in Formula One technology, Formula One racing teams. What we have here is a key that is a smart key. You can put the key in your pocket and approach the vehicle as you're leaving, touch there, it locks all the doors, the lights flash. Put your hand inside the cup area here, the door cup, and it automatically unlocks. Coming into the driver's area here, note the appointments. You have the Limited has stitched leather, perforated. You have ventilated seats, both cooling and heated. So in the summertime when it's hot, you can turn on this right here. Will turn on your air conditioning or ventilation within the seats. So cool air blows underneath your legs and then your lower back. It also has heated seats as well. So you have cooled and ventilated seats. You have here a tilt and telescope wheel, in and out, and I'm going to turn on the power without the engine. And then you have, notice over here, you have two positions for seating, and notice how the seat moves. I push the button number 1, it goes to the position preset. Push button number 2, it goes to a different setting. So you can set in 2 locations of the seating for your comfort and convenience. Note here, this is BSM, blind spot monitor. When you're driving the car, I'd like you to focus, if you would, on the side mirror there for a second. I'm going to put the window down, and I'm going to hit the side blind spot monitor off and on. Notice there, that light will come on when someone is in your blind spot. This is a new feature many cars are now having. It is a very safe feature for if you're driving and someone's in your blind spot, the blind spot monitor. You have a power back door. You have parking sonar, which means as you approach something, as you're nearing a parking spot and coming close to something, it will give you a signal that something is close by, and it will prevent you from, it will warn you not to bump into something. Note here in the door storage area here, we have bottle holders, and then your foot brake is here, and you have JBL sound system in the Limited edition. So if you would join me in the cockpit here, come on in for a second. Note the appointments. Luxury, a large 8-inch screen with audio. You have XM free for 90 days. You have HD radio. If you go to FM, note, I'll do 98.7, and note what comes up. It says here HD, and then HD 1 and 2, and the orange light comes on. I can switch over to a second station broadcast by some of the local FM stations. So you actually have extra stations. It's sort of like having satellite radio with no charge, because you have a better sound system that receives those HD stations. So this is HD, high definition radio, broadcast in high definition. Notice it tells you the song, the band, and whether it's HD or not. I'm going to turn that off for better sound now. But you have AM, FM, XM free for 90 days, and then you also have navigation, and it's a nice large map. And note when I put it in reverse that we have a backup camera. And the lines in the backup camera display give you the ability to go into a parking place. It helps you to aim into the parking place. And there's your navigation system layout for the map. Go ahead and turn that off now. And if you'll note, we have climate control, and it is 2 settings, left and right, and 3 settings, excuse me. Tri-zone climate control for the rear as well. So you have the passenger and the driver and rear climate control. So 3-zone climate control. You have 2 large cup holders here. You have a bread box storage area. Large storage area with room enough for quite a bit of storage. There's that. Alrighty. If you would, now let's go outside the vehicle. But note one last thing in the front here. We have a sunroof, and it opens and in a vent manner, as well as, let's see if I can get that to, no, with the, okay, you have to turn on the vehicle for that, so we have it on accessory mode. Leave the door open, please. Note in the rear here we have 2 captain's chairs, so we have armrests for both of the rear passengers. Optional in the XLE and the LE is a bench seat. Excuse me, standard in the LE and optional in the XLE is a bench seat. This is captain's chairs. We have 2 separate chairs here with armrests and 2 cup holders. You have rear air conditioning. In the Platinum level, you'll have rear heated seats. There's something above the Limited Platinum Edition, and it includes rear heated seats. So here there'll be buttons to give you seat heaters as well for the back row. This is a Limited Standard Edition without the Platinum. Have a little bit of storage here in the back pockets. Again, in the doors there are bottle holders. Notice up here we have a DVD entertainment center. It's a Blu-ray, and it is one of the nicest sound system accommodated DVD entertainment centers that Toyota has offered in history. Very nice DVD system. Moving around to the back. If I touch under here, there's a power back door. And the power button can also be used here on your key fob, as well as up front, as well as here. So there are several ways. And notice that when I shut it and it applies some pressure to me, it stops and prevents any accident from occurring from the closing door. When you press it, it goes back up, opens. You can also do it manually from here. I'll go ahead and use the power feature and show you the rear door. Notice here's your rear camera. And if you push this button here, it gives you the opportunity to open this window, and you could put in groceries or whatever. Now note the headrest on the 3rd row. I'm actually going to open this back up real quick again and show one more thing. Note the 3rd row seating. It can be folded down flat, as well as the 2nd row can be folded down nearly flat. These can be tilted back a little bit as well. Unusual for a 3rd row seating configuration. I'm going to press these headrests down and place this down. It folds nearly flat, and then the 2nd row, stay right there. Both sides will fold flat like that. So you have quite a bit of storage space conceivably in the rear cargo area, both with seats up and seats down. Notice also in the past, with the seats up in the back row, that we still have excellent storage space behind the 3rd row. That's a normal sitting position, and note the accommodation. And that has occurred when they put double wishbone suspension in the rear. It opened up a lot of space here, so they were able to provide 3 rows of seating. And note also that this year they have a 3rd person available, and you can get optional in the XLE, a bench seat, and standard in the LE, where you could have 8 passenger seating available in the new 14 Highlander. Thank you very much, and come see us at Rice Toyota. David Sink is signing out.